Welcome back to Arts and Leisure on the HAN Network. I'm Steve Coulter. I'm joined with Sally Sanders and Priscilla Lynn of the Milford Business Association. Priscilla, thanks for coming in. You've got a big event tomorrow night.
We do. I'm really excited. It's not going to rain like it did the last 2 years. This is our 14th annual Lamplight Stroll. The holiday passports, I just brought you each one.
Yes.
We're very excited because it's kind of like a great big old block party.
Yeah,
Downtown
that's
Milford, chance for people to reconnect. And it's not just Milford people. We get people from a tri-state area.
Oh, yeah. I was there for the Oyster Festival. It's great. It's
60,000 people for Oyster Festival. We probably get 2,000 or 3,000 people.
Yeah.
But that's a lot of people at one time in town. And between 5:30 and 9, the event goes on. And live entertainment, choir groups. The horse-drawn carriage, it's always a really big, popular thing.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Giving rides all night long. Mrs. Santa, and then we'll have Santa, will be at our Holiday Central. That's something new this year.
Where is that?
That is at the First United Church, who's also a new member of the Downtown Milford Business Association. And the guy that is Santa, he looks like he's Santa. So you can do selfies with Santa. He's got a little structure that he's going to be in there, down there too, and they're going to be also having entertainment down there. So it's kind of an extended end of our downtown, where that is on West Main Street.
So this is a real family night.
It is really, all of the events that Downtown Milford Business Association does, except for the wine trail, are all family-oriented, family-friendly events, almost all free. So it's a nice thing that we want to do to bring people downtown and celebrate the other times that they're down there as well. But it's interesting to watch the dynamics of the people that come. A lot of stopping on the street and chatting and hugging, and I haven't seen you in so long, because everybody's attached to their electronic devices nowadays, right? So it's really a nice thing to see that kind of spirit and camaraderie with people. And of course, the shops are open late. The shops aren't usually open downtown Milford in the evening. All of our restaurants are. So the shops are open late, and they're all decorated for the holidays. And you'll get refreshments when you go into the shops, and you'll stamp your passports.
What does someone get if they get everything stamped? Is there a big prize?
There is.
Oh, I asked the good question.
There is a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow.
Really? Okay.
Actually, not quite a pot of gold, but a gift basket. You get entered in to win a gift basket worth hundreds of dollars of gift certificates from the merchants.
Ah, very nice.
The first 100 people to turn in their completed passport get a commemorative ornament as well, handmade by one of our downtown merchants, MJKS Woodworking. And they get lots of wonderful discounts and special offers that aren't usually offered in the shops, but they do this for the special holiday season.
Percentages off and special offers at restaurants.
Now, who came up with the passport idea? Has this been always
I
in
wish
14
I knew.
years,
I've only
or?
been the executive director for 3 years, so I don't.
But it's been going
This has
since.
always been
I
going
didn't
on,
prep myself enough
Yeah.
to know that, but it was started, I think, by the business merchants themselves.
It's a great idea, way to engage people and keep them there.
Yeah, and it's morphed into a lot now, and again, involving the community, the churches and the choir groups. We have the Jonathan Law High School students will be there with us, as well as our ELF ambassadors, greeting people on the street and pointing them in the right direction. And it takes place in a pretty much concentrated area downtown, a couple of the big major streets. So town is just all lit up and waiting for them.
If someone's coming from outside Milford and they want to, say, have a meal, they can come into Milford, go out to dinner, and then start strolling? Where would they go to park?
Parking is been said to be a challenge in downtown. However, nighttime is not as bad, because in the daytime all the commuters are on the streets, filling it up. Nighttime is not as bad. There's the churches and the bank parking lots. Actually, First United Church has a really big parking lot where there's free parking.
So you could start there and see Santa.
Yes, that's right. That's our goal, is people to start there and do their Santa, selfies with Santa, and then walk right up into town. And it's a strollable town.
It's totally
Lamplight
walkable.
Stroll.
It's great.
You've been.
I have. My good buddy lives there, actually. Yeah, I go visit him all the time.
And they lit the tree, the green, last Friday. So it is so beautiful. That's actually why I moved to Milford, because I took a ride.
You make a good elf, too. We just have a picture on the screen.
My
Yeah, the trees aren't the only things that are decorated. You've got a little costume going on.
Yeah, and there's the green with the trees.
That would be me.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And what store is that?
That is actually the Gilded Lily, which is on River Street. And she's just got a wonderful selection, just like a lot of the shops, of unique holiday items and gift items. She actually is the owner there, is an artist herself, so a lot of the artwork in there is actually her original pieces as well. And that is Marty Reed, who has been in business about 34 years. That's the canvas patch. She's up on Upper West River Street. And Marty is jolly and happy all year round, but she's particularly happy. Again, very unique items and just a very warm, friendly person to walk into her store and greet. And of course, our gazebo, which is the centerpiece of the second longest green in Connecticut, which is our
gorgeous. It's gorgeous.
So
How many members does the Downtown Milford Business Association have?
I'm sorry, say
How many
again?
members?
Oh, we're at about over 100 members now. There are 22 participating businesses for the Lamplight Stroll. We get about 20 to 25 people participating. That'll be open that night, greeting and waiting for people.
And they help sponsor the carriage rides, for example? And
Yeah, they all pay a little extra fee, and then that covers, our hard costs, for the event. And but it's not a lot. It's very reasonable. We're a small association, been around for about 40 years, but comprised of mostly small, independently owned businesses, restaurants, professional services. So it's a blend of all different kinds of businesses.
Now, if someone's hungry, I know there's Stonebridge down there. You've got a couple of different restaurants. What are some of the best food places to go in downtown Milford?
Well, I'm going to say Stonebridge and Eli's because they're both stops on the Lamplight Stroll, and they're right across from each other. But yeah, again, there's many. We've become a restaurant mecca.
I know, it's
actually.
crazy.
So there's a lot of choice, and I heard tell that the more restaurants, the better, because they all feed off of each other.
Right.
Because they're, you'll go one night to one place, and you'll see another place, and you'll want to come
Yeah,
back.
you can never get bored there. Whenever I go visit my friend, I'm always amazed. It's just like you could go out to eat every night of the week if you wanted to.
And a lot of different selection, too.
Yeah, definitely.
From the very simple fare, like we just had a new person move in downtown that offers Mexican carryout.
Yeah.
The little shop down there.
I'm sure that's very popular this time of
It
year when
actually
it
is.
gets
We don't
nice
have a
and
Mexican
cold.
restaurant downtown, so it's very interesting. And again, they're all geared up, because what happens is everybody goes to the Lamplight Stroll and then they go into the restaurants afterwards. So it's really a nice turnkey kind of event where that happens with a lot of our events, where people go in to the restaurants afterwards, or sometimes before. They'll go, because the event runs from 5:30 to 9. And some people don't want to go to all 22 shops that night. They have all month to get the passport stamped.
Oh,
but
okay. So
some
you don't
will.
have to rush.
Some it's like a
rush.
contest.
Yeah, I was going to say, some are going to
Well,
take
they
the
want to get
challenge
the ornaments,
seriously.
right?
Only the first 100 to complete will get the commemorative ornament. That's something new we did this year, too.
Yeah, that's good. And make sure everybody visits. And this is an opportunity for people to find something unique that they're not going to find at the mall.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah, but I mean, really, hand-chosen items, not something that somebody in outer Oshkosh has picked out to run through your store. These are individual shop owners, which is
Right.
something we should cherish.
Yeah, we just came off of November. We proclaimed it Small Business Month.
Right?
A whole month of celebration of the small businesses, because again, the business members are all primarily small, independently owned businesses. So they really pride themselves on their uniqueness, their personalized service. Once a customer finds us, sometimes we're called one of the best kept secrets around. But once people find downtown and the shops downtown, they generally
Keep coming back for more.
Yeah, they generally come back over and over again. And that's why we have people on the special events coming in from pretty much a tri-state area to our event. So that's
Terrific.
nice.
Now, Mother Nature's going to cooperate, and it's going to be a really special night. In the past, has that been probably your biggest challenge? Would you say weather, or is parking a challenge, or what would you say?
Well, the weather's, they say if you don't like the weather, wait a minute, it'll change in Connecticut. But the weather is always a challenge. The last 2 years it has rained. It's rained on a few of my events. But people come out. I am really surprised. I kind of would like snow. I think
That's happened, yeah.
snow would
Yeah, I was
be
gonna
nice,
say.
but I'm not sure my horse and carriage people would like snow. But
That
I
would make it very
like
difficult,
snow.
I'm sure, with the horses.
Yeah, and you know what? Of all the people that come in, they somehow seem to find parking everywhere. So, and we've got a lot of people on the street that are able to direct people. The city has done a really good job of putting signage up, parking signage. There's a lot of public parking around, and again, the churches and the banks are all closed, so there's a lot of parking, you know, within there. So and people don't mind walking because again, it's stroll. It's the Lamplight Stroll, right?
the idea.
And you know, we
Gotta stretch the
have
legs a little
downtown.
bit.
You've seen it. We have all the old-fashioned lamp lights.
Yep.
You know, that was a project of one of the business entities that did several years ago. Did that, and it was when those went in. I think was when the Lamplight Stroll evolved. You know.
And what are some of your favorite parts or your favorite part of it every year?
Oh man, that's like asking me which is my favorite grandchild. Okay.
You can't just pick one.
I love the people. I love watching the people meet and greet each other and reconnect to each other. I like watching them come out of the shops with bags in their hands because they do shop. You know, and the horse and carriage. Mrs. Santa is kind of a favorite of mine too because she makes homemade cookies, and she walks all through town, and she's got a really wonderful outfit on. So that
She strolls too.
she does.
Ah.
She does. Well, I think a couple of years ago the rain was so bad she rode in the horse and carriage, but now she brings her little mini umbrella now if she has to, and she goes in and out of the shops as well. A lot of photo opportunities, you know, for downtown. So, and I really like that the community comes out, the choral groups, and we've got foreign high schools band is also going to be playing there that night. So it's really nice to have the community all involved in the event because that's really...
Create that holiday ambiance.
Yeah. And you know, Milford is called the small city with a big heart. And I like to call downtown the heartbeat of the small city with a big heart.
Definitely. It's a great downtown area. For those who are in the neighborhood or those who are out of the neighborhood, everyone should come down to Milford's Holiday Stroll starting tomorrow night at 5:30. Stick around, get some good food.
Pick up a passport.
Yeah, pick up a passport. Get some nice gifts for the Christmas tree.
Yeah.
Priscilla, thank you so much for coming in.
Oh, it's delightful to be here and meet you.
Yes.
So thank you so much.